Hello Internet and welcome back to my Sky Island playthrough. In the last episode we looted a gun shop, that's pretty cool. Have not done that in a while, so we got quite a lot of stuff, mostly reloading supplies unfortunately. Was really hoping for more ammunition. We actually came away with relatively little in terms of rounds. We did get double aught shot. I remember there were those 6 rounds upstairs, that's what that is. And all this other reloaded ammo, this is stuff, you know, from the gun safe. So currently we've been using 9mm, we didn't find any of that. That's mostly okay. I think we have a 45 handgun back at base, so if we had to swap out, we could do that. And then of course we're mostly looking for like 5.56, 223 for our many rifles that we have at this point in those calibers. We did get some 7.62. I'm not familiar with X54. I mean, it must be a rifle round. 7.62 is pretty much just exclusively rifle rounds, but I don't know, like by 5.9 and all that stuff, all the different like the 7.62 by whatever the number is. I'm not sure which ones are which, like what goes in what AK or whatever. So looks like this is for the Mosin, which we don't have a Mosin, although I guess they are relatively popular collectors items and just rifles in general. People do like them, so maybe we could find one. I don't know, it makes me think of Tarkov now whenever I see a Mosin. Used to make me think of Call of Duty, because when I was a kid Call of Duty was about World War II, but now it makes me think of Tarkov because they have the little the stubby Mosin that you can get, the sawn off Mosin. That's pretty terrible. I think there's a specific, isn't there a specific name for a sawed off Mosin? There's like a slang name people have given to that. I don't really remember what it's called, but and we do have sound today. We didn't in the last episode when we were looting the gun store. I'm pretty sure alarms were going off and we weren't aware of it because of the why are these listed as triggering safe mode? They're water striders. Are you gonna fight me? I really don't want to fight you. We are gonna have to fight the zapper zombie, I think, but we're trying to circumvent. Oh, that's weird. Why is this rounded? If you look on the mini map here, you can see the shore, but then it's a big rounded circle. It might just be some sort of issue with us loading in, because it looks like a pretty straight shore here. That's strange. Let's not worry about that. We're trying to circumvent the baseball diamond, so we're trying to go around here. Oh no, of course they're built up. I mean, I do see the zapper zombie, but of course they're built up in the back corner where we were going to try to slip past. And this is the issue with this being jutted up against the river, is that there's just nowhere to go around it here. There's not enough land to really deal with that. Ferals, I don't think, no, they can, because of the way thrown weapons work. I'm pretty sure they can throw rocks through fences, but we might just be able to skirt around and they should get stuck on the fence, and maybe we have to fight 1 or 2, but it shouldn't be a big deal. And then for the zapper, let's see what else is around us just to know where to navigate. We do have a swimmer zombie. We have the fox, shouldn't be hostile. So even though it's going to draw the swimmer zombie, I mean, we have to drop our backpack. It is better just to fall back, but this is all open ground. So I think we're going to go up, try to get around the rock, and I do think I'm going to sprint here just to put a little extra distance, and we're going to drop our backpack. Hopefully we still have time. See, you moved on the tile while I was dropping, so I don't know how slowed you are by that, because we don't want to get zapped, because not only do they give zap back when you hit them, but I believe their melee attacks also can zap you. I'm really not sure. It's been a while since I really looked at them. We're going to try to put you down. Our weapon does insulate us from that shock, so we should be okay with that. Can we get you on the rock? We can. Hello. I do like the knockback of this baseball bat. I prefer something like the sweep attack on the quarterstaff that can trip enemies, but like the knocking them back is pretty great too. Oh yeah, I keep meaning to do this every time we go to base. We have all these memory cards that we never looked at, and people keep telling me like, hey, they can have recipes on them, and that could be a place where we could get some like end game like weapon recipes, end game weapon recipes. So we need to check those. We have like probably 7 or 8 back at base we never checked. So let's go back to walking and let's check the bodies. Anything? I just looked at these, but I was not paying attention. We have the gold anklet. I guess we'll take that for, you know, potentially for gold. And then we will pick up our backpack and wear this again. Now remember too, we are zombie spotted. I think we're okay. No, we are overweight as well. We see 2 coots. What the hell is a coot? It's like slang for a crazy person, isn't it? Like the old coot. A bird belonging to the, I don't know, Rhyidae family. They can be found worldwide on freshwater habitats, including many islands in the not-so-distant past. Well, what does that mean? Not so distant past. Are they not currently on islands? Is that what that means? And what are you? You're a goose. Hello, goose. And we see a mink. Hello, mink. American mink, partially aquatic weasel. Yeah, these little critters have Carol's name written all over them. Little birds and stuff are a lot of what Carol adds, so it wouldn't surprise me if that was their addition. Or maybe I just think about them all the time now when I think of critters. I don't know. So I guess we picked everything back up. We're gonna slip around the rear here. We're going to try to stay out of the water and off of the difficult terrain. We're going to go around. The feral might hit us with rocks, I'm not sure. And we're just going to go around. And as long as we keep moving, they're going to keep moving, which means they're very unlikely to break the fence and come through to see us. The dangerous part is as we approach, like once we get to here, they're going to be able to see us. And when they see us, they're going to come over to meet us. And as we start walking this way, they might break the fence ahead of us and be able to get out. And that would be the worst case. But we're probably fine. So we're going to head up here. Actually, we're going to wait for our stamina to come back because we are overweight, which means our stamina drains just from walking, and we have to kind of keep an eye on that. So here's where they're ahead of us, and you hear clang, so maybe it hit the fence, the rock throw, instead of coming through. Yeah, it is hitting the fence. That's good. I thought those actually go through just the way we track ballistics. I thought they actually could go, I have the hiccups, could go through the fence. Now we are getting the horde music. They're all going, they did break the fence up here. Oh, see, this is what annoys me about locations like this. Back in the day, if you watch my old series, I would complain about this in every single series, like multiple episodes, because it came up all the time. We have locations in the game called parks, and I thought we saw one in this town, but maybe we don't. I don't see them marked anywhere. Oh, we do over here. So we just see these parks here. Used to be, back in the day, these parks would spawn 40 or 50 enemies, but they're just like open grass areas, so it never really made sense that they spawned all of those enemies. They would spawn a lot of dogs as well, which was very annoying. And over the years, I complained about this for many years because it made no sense. Why would they all be in a park? Why would so many people, be dead in a park and zombified and all that stuff? And over the years, that has been changed. They don't really feature a lot of zombies now, and I think that makes a lot more sense. However, some locations still do that. So the baseball diamond is one of those places that, despite being a big empty location that realistically no one would be here, like during a zombie apocalypse, and then it's fenced in, so like realistically, if they all became zombies and then like wandered here, they wouldn't even be inside because it's a very fenced in area. I'm not saying you can't put enemies here, but not, we're seeing like 15 or 20 of them. Doesn't really super track to me. So this is unfortunately one of those locations that still has that kind of unrealistic monster density. And the real problem here is that like 6 of them are ferals. 7 of them are ferals, and ferals are, at this stage of the game, way more dangerous than a zombie. So they are gonna see us. We're gonna try to stay as far over as we can, but the horde did not. They are migrating this way, but not like super fast, so they're probably just hearing the noise of the other zombies. Next to it, we also have a broken out boarded up building, which these boarded up buildings also tend to have higher monster density and just sort of be like zombie piñatas, which is not great. However, we did get around. Oh, you know what? Those aren't ferals. Those are zombie runners. Okay, I don't see those much anymore. We largely replaced those with ferals, feral spawns back when we started adding ferals to the game. So, man, this stinks. I really thought the forest would have less river jutted up against the map gen because we had the forest here. We should still be able to go around. This is going to be tighter than I thought, especially crossing this road. And we do see a horde right in front of the bridge. Man, this is not super going the way I had hoped that it would, but we're okay. What is this? A murky water pit. Okay, classy. Really, the baseball diamond was the concern. Yep. So crossing the road, as I said, gonna be the hard part. We again see, probably 12 zombies here, which is quite a lot, and there's probably more down the road, and it's butted up against the river again, so we can't just circumvent this. We kind of have to cross here. Oh, okay. Well, we can fall back behind the houses, I guess. What is this L? A land center? Yeah, we talked about that. I don't know if those still exist in the US. They were pretty popular in like the 90s. I don't know that they are super common anymore. And then out here, we don't know what this is. I don't really recognize the road pattern, so I'm not sure what building this would be. Looks like maybe 2 or 3 separate buildings. I don't know what that would be. It says city southwest, so maybe it's just like a small town out here. That would be odd. It's shaped kind of odd to be a city, but yeah, so crossing this thing is going to be a problem. Now, someone did tell me, like, we looked at that flotation device, or I thought it was called a flotation device. It was one of the warp shard things. Flotation stone? Oh, I must have spelled flotation wrong. Someone said, like, oh, this is for crossing a river because it's like, you know, you might drop in a place on Sky Island where you have to cross a river, but there's no bridge nearby. Yeah, I kind of, like, I get why it exists. Like, I might have said something like, well, why do I need this? The reason, what I meant was that it's only for 3 minutes. I don't know that we could even cross this giant river in 3 minutes. Just even, you know, if we sprinted a little bit and everything. Rivers tend to be so thick, we would have to find a really like narrow choke point where there's only like 3, like over here where it's only like 3 tiles of river. So I just, even though, like, I understand the value of it, I just don't think it's something we're super going to be able to work with. In this situation, it would actually be kind of amazing because we could just go up here around in the river to circumvent all the road that we're seeing here, and then just come back to land in an area like up here where the other forest tile is, where we would be safe. Anyway, we're not doing anything. Let's move. So what I think we'll do is try to come behind this building, hopefully still be far enough away that the zombies over here won't be able to see us, and we can start peeking the road, because we see the horde up here, but that doesn't mean that they extend all the way over. There's very likely to be more of them down here, but we can try to go around. And then if we can't, what we'll do is come back to this building, make a bunch of noise here, let them see us, and we'll see if we can lure them down here. We'll slip out the back of the vehicle and then try to go around, or the back of the building and then try to go around. I do think one of them saw us. I saw a little exclamation point, but we should be okay. And then let's check this broken out building. Yeah, there's not really any stacked up in the rear, so we should be able to peek the road a little further up. Yeah, we're seeing the horde. Can you see me from where you are? You can't, but we're getting to the point where we're a little too close to be this close to them. Like, they're gonna see us. Now, those did see us. What am I thinking? I should have backed off further. So the regular zombie sees us. Looks like the zombie runners have lower HP. What were you fighting? What is this corpse? A feudal fighter. So it looks like it did deal damage a little bit to the zombies, which is unusual. I didn't think they even had a melee attack that they could use. So let's just slip by here. Can you see me yet? You cannot. This is such a delicate expedition compared to all of the other ones that we've had. Zombie child, fat zombie. You probably won't make it out here to fight me in the time it takes me to cross. Oh, yes you will, because this is all clear. I thought this was a solid wall you couldn't see through. Okay, well that's, you know, whatever. They're gonna come over here and try to fight us. That's fine. Let's peek and see what we see on the road. We don't see anything. We do see a building with alarms. What is this? What is this building? A pawn shop. Oh, and there's just so many hordes. Oh, I wish we could find a vehicle. We did see one back here, but it looked smashed up with the zombies. Yeah, this, you can see the sprite tiles here are damaged. That doesn't necessarily mean it's not functional, but it's too dangerous in the situation we were in to just like run over and check it. Because if we, you know, there were dogs on the road, there are runners on the road that are very fast. So, well, I was going to say let's go one more building over, but that exposes us to even more of the road. I don't know what to do anymore. This is, you know, sometimes I get comments where people are like, why didn't you do this? Or why didn't you do this? And the simple answer is that I don't think very well. Like, I'm pretty dumb is the thing. And there are often times, yeah, they're literally, there's another horde right here. Low-end cube van. I mean, I've got zombies behind me. I've got zombies in front of me. What do we do? And the gaps between roofs are too distant. Like, we could pop up on the roof, but realistically, we're not going to be able to cross between the roofs or anything. And we have our backpack on, so it increases the risk of us falling. You know what I want to do? We're going to hop up. Oh, hello, zombie child. Let's, okay. I was going to climb on the roof, and we were going to try to lure them over to this building, hop down, and go around. But now I have zombies right in front of me. Okay, I don't really want to fight you in this circumstance, so let's fall back. Smash the window, go inside. They're going to follow us. That's okay. Close the door on them. Now, we did see a fat zombie in here. Looks like there's a regular zombie as well. I would like to just ignore you and get around. Oh, you managed to grab me. As you struggle to escape the grab, something comes loose and falls to the ground. It's our 22 rifle. I kind of need that. We're going to pick that up. You grabbed me again. Please stop grabbing me. You're going to pick up the rifle. Okay, so this is a cycle that we're in. That's not great. We're going to slip out the rear of this building again. Our stamina is steadily dropping. This door is locked. There's a feral runner. Okay, it's time to stand and fight, I think. It's crazy to me that you all think I'm good at this game when I have no idea what I'm doing. My general tactic is to evade and not fight them when I can avoid it. If we stand and fight here, we're going to end up fighting about 4 of them. We have acceptable terrain. We can fall back into the building. The feral runner is going to catch us quick. There's not really any terrain here. We don't know what's in the building, so it's dangerous to go in there, but that's probably what we'll do. We're going to drop our backpack because at this point we're in a little danger. They are going to hit us in this time, but I can't spare the stamina at this point. We're about halfway down in stamina. Can't really spare the stamina to sprint and try to evade them. I guess we could. I did not mean to do that. I meant to push the peek button, but now we've moved into the building, so I guess we're going to live with that. Okay, let's sprint to the bathroom. Close the door. Zombies. What? Close the door. Okay. Drop our backpack. We are now very low on stamina, so I'm going to try to recover a little stamina. They're not banging on the door, which surprises me, so we actually got time to recover. And it looks like there's a blood stain, but no enemies. Well, what? That's very anticlimactic. I thought we were going to have like a valiant fight here in the bathroom to survive. Let's pop out the window and see what's going on outside. So you did retreat back for some reason instead of following me into the building. I have no idea why they would have done that. Let's start clearing a few of these enemies so we have a little bit of freedom of movement here. And let's go back to walking. I don't know why I changed from walking. Let's let them see us and we will fight them on the windowsill and on this broken furniture. Come on. There you go. Oh, you're still not dead? Okay, so we hear some thumping. I assume that's this door, which we can't open from this side. 2 fat zombies, a regular zombie. They smashed up the whole front porch here. Okay, why don't you come over the counters and fight us in the windows? All of these windows slow them down. All the broken glass cuts them slightly so we can fight. Not if you move together, though. Let's hit the regular zombie because the fat zombie will have slower movement. And we'll circle around and we'll come in the same window again. And we'll fight them here. Tough zombie's a problem. They're a little faster, higher HP. How's our stamina? Stamina's okay. I hate moving into window frames to do this, but let's fight you here. Yes, you grabbed me. Is that big zombie gonna come down here? You're over there now. We can just sort of kite you on foot because you're so slow. Deal with you. Sorry, I hate when the commentary becomes like, oh, we'll go over here, we'll hit them, we'll go over here, we'll hit them, and etc. Just sort of hate that kind of commentary when I watch content. So, see what we got on the corpses. Let's check the wallet. Are we still looking for things from wallets? I'm not even sure. We don't have a cash card on us. We'll take that, and we'll take the string. But no, I don't need like balaclava, compression shorts. None of that stuff we need for crafting or upgrades. We probably should... No, we have plenty of light batteries. I was going to say with the battery changes, we might need more light batteries, but I don't actually think that's the case. Let's pulp these. We should be able to ignore everything at this point. So we cleared a few enemies. This is zombie has a personal defense pistol on them. That's pretty cool. So we'll take the Caltech pistol. Unfortunately it's a little damaged, which means it's not really usable, but you know, I don't know, in an emergency, always nice to have an extra pistol, I guess. Sometimes when they have a defense weapon on them like this, they'll have, like the holster is a pretty guaranteed thing, but also sometimes they have extra ammo. Unfortunately, does not look like they do here. Let's grab our backpack. pick, and we'll put this on so we can pick up that, yeah, because we need backpacks and leather backpacks for our craft, so we should try to grab those as well. Yes, we see a tough zombie. I was hoping you all would stay in the fence and not be able to see me, so it looks like we're gonna have to do some more fighting. So let's back off, drop our backpack again, and we'll try to just fight you here. Yeah, I don't know what to do for commentary, man. I'm always like this is so like a let's play from like 11 years ago. It sucks because nowadays YouTube is like, everyone wants these highly edited videos that are like, you know, scripted, well edited, things like that. And the kind of traditional let's play of like, I'm going to play a game and ramble is much more of a Twitch thing. Like that, you don't usually do that on YouTube much anymore. And usually when you do, it's usually tiny creators like me. Most, you know, mainstream creators that are kind of up and coming don't really do that. And I just hate when the commentary gets down to that kind of stuff, because it's not interesting, right? You as a viewer, I don't really know what you're into, but the hope is always like, you want them to be here for you and your personality, not really for, you know, like the game you're playing. That way you can play whatever you want and they're always going to be there to support you, that kind of stuff. Right, so that's like the dream, but most people aren't like that. Most people are like, I want content, I want entertainment, like, which is totally reasonable. But, you know, you want the personal flair. You want them to know who you are. You want them to like you as a person and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to do that and build like engagement and connection when what you're saying is like, oh yeah, I'll walk over here and then I'll walk over here and etc. I'm gonna slip out the window here. We're gonna fight you. Same. Oh, surrounded by tough zombies. Not great. I thought we cleared all of you. Looks like they might have come out of that house on the side. We're doing a lot of clearing, which is, it's mostly fine, but I'm a little concerned about the time constraints that we have. Top zombie's more dangerous than zombie child, but zombie children are harder to hit because of their dodge and small size. I think we might just stand up, fight the tough zombie while the kid gets slowed down on the furniture. Man, that knockback is so good. Oh, that's so good to get knocked back like that. How's our morale doing? We just killed a zombie child. We're unhappy about it. What's the morale button now? Is it M? Guilty about killing 99%, negative 54. That's pretty bad. That is pretty bad. So it looks like we've only fought a few, so we still have a very severe penalty to the zombie children. Still getting horde music. I mean, I really don't want to end up clearing every zombie. It's so time consuming, and we're okay on how much time we have left on the expedition, but it's, you know, it's constantly ticking away, you know. Take another memory card. Let's look at a flyer, because you know what? I audited these and their, you know, grammar and stuff recently and fixed it up. So I might as well read the flyers sometimes. This is a flyer for some kind of reality TV show that takes place in New Jersey. Flyer claims that the finale will, quote, blow your mind, and was to air the day the evacuation order was given. So no one ever got to watch the finale. Oh no. Feeling blue? Try Greens for Magazines, your local supermarket. Nothing cheers you up like a good magazine, unless it's junk food. Or why not buy an MP3 player or a game console? Chase those blues away at Greens Supermarket. Yeah, these are, advertisements in real life suck too, but man. More memory cards, always nice, I guess. And I would like to hop on this roof if we can. Unfortunately, we are seeing the enemies on the road at this point. I would love to check these vehicles, would be so nice. I don't know if we can do that. Maybe we can climb on the roof over here and lure them in this direction instead of this building so we could slip up. No, I think the best bet is to lure them, like stand on the corner here, lure as much as possible into this building, towards this building, and then pop back down, come all the way around. See if we can walk around the edge. Oh, but the river is at the north too, so we would be like right across the street from them. Man, this sucks. Okay, well, don't lean away from your mic. Man, this sucks. I don't like this. I don't know how to do this. I don't want to clear like another 15 enemies just to cross the street. That might be what we end up doing. That sucks. Okay, well, and these guys are coming up now. Man, I'm ending up fighting everything from the baseball diamond, everything from the road to the north. Oh, and that feral's gonna see us eventually and come over here. You probably threw all your rocks though, because you were the one that was at the fence, I think. Yeah, you were down here. So you probably already expended all your ammo. Okay, well, let's continue using this to fight the runners, I guess. We're still not wearing our backpack, so that's okay. As long as I remember to pick that thing up before we leave. That would be devastating to leave our backpack behind at this point. We're bleeding slightly. It's one of the first times I remember bleeding in this entire playthrough. A hatchet smartphone case. Does that mean it's shaped like a hatchet, or does that mean it's like based on the film Hatchet? I haven't seen Hatchet in like, you remember that movie? Was that popular? I don't think it was. I think it was like a bad indie horror movie. This waterproof smartphone case features a graphic of an eerie swamp environment with a silhouette resembling one of the main villains from said movie series. Yeah, so it is Hatchet. Wait, was Hatchet, is that Danny Trejo? No, that's Machete. Or Machete was Danny Trejo. The case also have a splash effects on the side to represent the swamp water. Yeah, I remember Hatchet. Didn't they make a sequel? I thought that movie was terrible. I don't remember. That must have come out in like 2006. Is that a liked movie? Why did we add that to the game? Of all the movies we could have added to the game, we chose Hatchet. Okay. Looks like they're coming in the building, so definitely some of them have seen us. I'm afraid now to go on the roof, because if we go on the roof, they're gonna all see us and come over. So I think we're gonna just start pulling from the road. I think we're gonna clear this whole horde. It's gonna take us like 40 minutes of in-game time and probably like 2 episodes to do this. Why aren't you coming down here? You saw me. And we kind of just want to pull them a couple at a time. What's the movement penalty on these? 400. 400? We can't really fight on the north one because too many of them will see us, but we can kind of fight on the bush before we retreat. Oh, we should be using that windowsill as well to our advantage if we can. Okay, you're not cooperating. I don't want you to smash. Oh, it's only 150 move cost. So let's just continue falling back. We'll use the little tree, I guess. What's the move cost? Only 200. Man, and you're not cooperating either. Okay, back to the windowsills, I guess. Come on, zombies. You're bleeding. Am I still bleeding after all that time? What's the, don't we have a button for the medical window now? Yes, we do. Right arm bleeding, how severe? Minor bleeding, 'tis but a scratch. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. Is there, no, there wouldn't be a way for us to see how much blood we have left in our body. Of course, humans typically don't know exactly how much blood is currently in their body, I guess. Feet are soaked, legs are soaked, warp instability, unhappy, bandaged, poor. I mean, we have bandages. We wouldn't waste them on minor bleeding, though. The move cost of a broken... Oh, that's a door frame. We don't want to fight in the door frame. That's a bad idea. Let's... Oh, I didn't mean to move on the step. You bled to death. That's acceptable. I'll take that. Blood drips from your right arm. Yeah, there's a lot of blood here as well. There's a lot of blood. See what happens with the other one not coming over here. There you are. We'll just fight you stand up. I was going to say, you're basically dead anyway. Check the body. Ooh, antibiotics. Always an amazing find. I actually think we need those for one of our crafts. Remember, we have a warp. What was that for? We have an upgrade that requires tons of medications. And I think the one we were stuck on was like, we don't have any parasitics, I think. Where is this at? Engagement rings, warp shards, feathers, duct tape, backpack. No, there's one with... Okay, here we go. Broad spectrum antibiotics, warp shards, antifungals, antiparasitics. Yeah, we didn't have any parasitics, and we didn't have marijuana. Amplifier circuits we can get ourselves by harvesting electronics and stuff. Oh, my alarm's going off. Fun fact, I'm supposed to wake up right now, but I woke up like 4 hours too early, so there you go. And then the Rural Digest Examiner, I bet we have one back at base, but those are pretty common as well. It's like a book that I don't think it has recipes. I think it's just like maybe a magazine or something like that, but not terribly difficult to find. So we do need antibiotics. We have some back at base, but not nearly as many as we need, I think. And then the antiparasitics, like I said, we don't have. Tear gas sprayer, I've never used those in the game. People do talk about tear gas and pepper spray sometimes. Apparently they do work. They blind enemies, you know, whether they're human or not. You know, obviously zombies don't feel pain the way that we do, but when your eyes literally are not functional, I guess it still affects you. I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly, because I don't know that zombies would be affected by pepper spray necessarily, because isn't like the main purpose of that to blind you through pain? Like, it's not really like getting peppers in your eye doesn't actually blind you, of course. It's not like it's like chemically burning your eyes to the point that you can't see. It's more like it's painful and you can't keep your eyes open because of that pain, right? We're gonna continue luring enemies down here. Now we saw, oh, family shouting. Oh, I think my niece is here. I didn't know she was coming today. We're at like 30 minutes anyway. I should go down and be a good uncle. But yeah, let's continue luring here. We got 2 more, including a firefighter. I don't think we've fought a firefighter since then. The bleeding stops. In this expedition, I don't think we've fought any firefighter zombies. Now, they do, of course, traditionally have turnout gear, which is something that was highly valuable back in the day, but has become less valuable as we kind of changed the way. We don't want to fight this way. We want to go in the windowsill, remember? Yeah, turnout gear is just not quite as good as it used to be. It used to be one of the dominant, like, mid-game gear that you would wear. It gave a lot of environmental protection, had a lot of protection in general. The encumbrance was, like, not great, but it was reasonable. And because of the materials, it tended to have higher protection values. But a lot of that has changed over the years, so I'm not sure if it's still as good as it once was. So if we can find some turnout gear here, we could take a look at it. Flag bikini, copper lockets. We are still looking for gemstones as well, so I should be looking over this clothing a little bit more carefully. We'll take the gold anklet, I guess. Lesbian flag stocking, safety glasses. I think we have several of those actually. Panties, polka dot tights, ski mask, tights, tank top, undershirt, armband pouch, backpack, more backpacks, which we do kind of want if we have space for them. More leather backpacks, same thing. We're looking for, okay, flame resistant socks. Those are from the firefighter probably. They don't super matter. You know, how often are you on fire? They don't really provide a ton of protection or anything. Hiking boots. Man, are you not wearing any turnout gear? I don't see. Oh, okay, it's all down here. Oh, right, it's armor, not clothing. My mistake. So we have the PBA mask, which of course works as a glare protection, I believe, unless that has changed. It has a pressurize and suction test action. I have no idea what that means, but of course it does function as like a gas mask to some extent. It keeps glare out of your eyes. I believe it can be used for welding because of how significant the glare protection is. So like PBA masks used to be highly valuable. We have a ton of like welding goggles already, not a big deal. Firefighter helmets also quite good, but I believe we're wearing an army helmet, which is like roughly the same, probably less encumbrance and roughly the same protection. Fire gauntlets I'm not familiar with. I assume they're just super heavy gloves. Heavy pair of gloves used by firefighters and metalworkers for heat protection. What are your protection values and encumbrance? 50 encumbrance. Yeah, there's no way we're wearing 50 encumbrance gloves. That's completely out of the question. Turnout coat, heavy protective coat, highly resistant to heat and flame. Yeah, let me see your protection values. So it's a very thin layer of Kevlar, which provides... Oh, these protection values are terrible. It's just Kevlar, Lycra, and Nomex. I really thought even less than a millimeter of Kevlar I would have thought would give better protection values. Oh, that's really bad protection, actually. So those definitely have been nerfed over the years. How about that? I'm sure a lot of you have been playing for many years as well. You probably remember a time when the turnout gear was really valuable, like I vaguely remember. Yeah, these are not very good either, and they are quite encumbering for what are basically just pants. It's strange because basically the materials are so thin that you would think the encumbrance would be a little bit better, but because they're so thin, the protection values are bad, so why would you wear them anyway? That's interesting. Yeah, they used to be highly desirable. Firefighters, like raiding a firehouse was actually like really high value back in the day, so I'm surprised at how little value those have. Man, it's getting impossible to sort through this loot at this point. There's just too much stuff. How are we doing down here? You both see me. There's a hole in the fence. Well, you haven't come to fight me yet, so let's just continue, I guess, pulling from the road. Wasn't there another zombie coming down? A headless zombie? Hello, headless zombie. You are of no concern whatsoever. It is a little annoying that you wandered down this far. Let's just... we did see something to the west that I didn't really take note of. Can you hear me, headless zombie? There you go. Can you just come down here? There we go. Okay. We have a regular zombie. Hello, regular zombie. You also are not cooperating and walking where I want you to. Feral runner has broken through. We're just probably going to stand up fight you because of how fast you are. Man, I keep pressing the wrong buttons as well. You know, today's like the first day in forever where I woke up and I wasn't like sick and uncomfortable. So I thought like, man, today's a good day to record because I actually feel lucid for once. And it's strange because when I went to bed last night, I could not sleep because I had such terrible cramps. I just was like, oh, you're not the feral that spent your rocks. You're a new feral. So you're going to hit me with rocks repeatedly. Let's step over here for a couple turns and then step back and see if you're... No, still there. We're just gonna let you attack, I guess. Okay. Feral human hits your torso with a crowbar. You block some of the damage with your barbed wire bat. How's our bat doing? Are you getting smashed up? No, you're in perfect condition. I'm very surprised by that. That's good news. Yeah, so... Oh, where'd the feral corpse go? Oh, it's not here. Corpse of a zombie. Yeah, but where'd the feral go? It wouldn't have popped... Did it popped outside? Why? Feral? Yeah, I guess it did. That's strange. Because it was on this tile. I must have knocked it back, killed it, and then it couldn't exist in the window frame because of the low volume that it can accommodate, so it popped outside. That's very odd. I'm surprised by that. Anyway, it's not going to have any... Like, none of these guys have good loot on them. I guess we're looking for the crowbar. We do need, like, an actual crowbar. Like, we can't use a makeshift one. We have to have a regular one for one of our crafts. Problem is that crowbars are pretty dang long. I guess we have tool loops on our backpack. Let's grab our hiking backpack and see if we can grab the crowbar. Because I don't want to leave that and forget it's there in the next episode. Yeah, I felt so sick last night. I laid down for bed. I was like, oh, it's a good night. It was my night off of work. So I was like, oh, I've had a nice long day off. I relaxed. I played some Cyberpunk and was just hanging out. Can we fit the crowbar? Oh, we can. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that that works. And we're going to come back over here. What hit me? What are you? What is this? Oversized cockroach with one little bit of health left. Dude, what's your problem? I didn't come bother you. What's our encumbrance? 41. I don't know that we're going to be able to hit this thing. Okay. Achievement completed. DDT killed one insect. That's the first insect we killed. Apparently they can zombify. I didn't know that. All right. I mean, we could get some chitin out of it, but we're not going to probably butcher this thing. And we see another... Oh, it's a crawling zombie. Not a concern. I mean, we've cleared so much. We should be able to at least check the road at this point. Oh, sigh. Let's drop our backpack. Yeah, I felt great going to bed last night. I even went to bed early. I've been getting like 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night lately. I've been really struggling with some medication changes. I might have mentioned that before. I'm back on the medicine now, but like being off of it for a while really messed me up. That's you heard whack? No. So obviously there's something in this building. We already knew that. We saw the broken door. So I've been like not sleeping. So last night I like went to bed early, was feeling great from my day off. There's so many of you. Again, and an axe-wielding feral, these are by far the most dangerous of the base level ferals. They can hit you for like 26 damage or something like that in one hit, if I remember right. We don't really have super amazing cut protection. That is a huge problem. I guess, no, I was gonna say we could move up and some of them will get caught in the vehicle, but that's not really true. Oh, why am I on this tile? I thought I peeked on this tile. Oh, they can just fully all see me. Well, we're screwed. We're going to have to do a lot of fighting and actually be in probably substantial amounts of danger. So, because of that, Axeman. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're committed. I guess we're committed to fighting them now. What is this guy, by the way? Are you a cop zombie? What is this? A SWAT zombie. Yeah, they also have quite a lot of armor. Can't really use our gun. I mean, they have, they have ballistic protection anyway, but like, oh, why am I on this tile? Did I bump the key? I thought I peeked. Looks like I didn't peek. Yeah, that's a problem. I guess we just fall back at this point. Southeast, you hear a whump. Yeah, we're just going to fall back, see what all makes it down here, I guess, and try to fight them one at a time, as we have been. A little annoying. But anyway, I felt great, and then when I laid down to go to bed, I felt really sick all of a sudden. I was feeling completely fine, having a good day. I didn't eat very much yesterday, which is usually, like, I know I shouldn't do this, but I've been kind of withholding food because every time I eat, I get very, very sick afterwards. So I've been eating less and less lately, in hopes that I will hurt less, which I know it's sad. It's like it's not healthy. It's not a good decision, but like I'm in a lot of discomfort a lot of the time, and it's just a little easier sometimes to just instead of eating a real meal, you just have like a boiled egg and that's it, right? So I've been eating a lot less. So I was like, oh, I feel great. I don't have cramps. I feel okay. My health's okay. And then I laid down and man, I had like the worst cramps and felt like I had to go to the bathroom, but I didn't have to go to the bathroom. So like it was just cramps and pain and like weird feelings in my belly and stuff. And it took me a long time to fall asleep, and that was really unpleasant. And then I woke up today, I feel pretty okay. I feel pretty good. So thought I would record, and it's yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is a propaganda poster showing the Northrop Dispatch's military variant, which is interesting because I don't think they have a civilian variant. It depicts the iconic dark green arachnoid dispatch standing before a fence and facing away from the camera as blurring machines rush forward from its back towards black silhouettes menacing on the horizon. It reads, "We are here to protect you." Yeah, the dispatch, if you're not familiar, that is it's like a drone that dispatches like manhacks, or at least that's what it was years ago. And I remember its sprite was actually like a tank. So here it mentions it being arachnoid. It wasn't like that in the sprites for the default game for a long time. It just looked like a tank. I do actually think they're still in the game. I remember fixing a typo in their description a while back, and they may still be in the game. I'm not 100%, but yeah, that dispatch was the one that shot out a bunch of manhacks. Oh, we should probably call the episode. Oh god, we're at 50 minutes, man. Time flies when you're slowly, tediously clearing enemies. We have lost like 20 minutes just doing this, like 20 minutes in game time. Obviously it took us like 30 minutes in real life, but we've lost like a tick and a half of the expedition timer. The amount of time we're spending clearing them is really worrisome, because that's all of this is just to cross the street, right? We still have to get past the hordes on the bridge. We still have to cross the bridge itself. We don't know. There could be barricades, there could be military zombies, there could be, I don't know, the bridge could have glitched out and not spawned correctly. There could be a lot of problems as we try to cross here. Swimming across is out of the question. If we can't get across the bridge, we'll just like kill our character, so we don't, like, we'll have to respawn. There's no other way we're gonna get across here. And then we have to make it all the way to extract, and we don't know what this is. This is a huge building that could be extremely dangerous. I guess we can just go through the forest no matter what, but the point is we have like a lot of work ahead of us just to get to extract, and it's taking us a super long time just to cross one street. So I'm concerned, but for now, everyone, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I, of course, will be back in the near future with more content, and I'll see you next time.